Now, I've talked about the naming schemes for the NVIDIA GPUs and AMD GPUs, and I've gotten a few requests to talk about CPUs. So I'm going to go ahead and start with AMD CPUs today, which means I'm probably going to have to say it correctly. So
Ryzen.
okay, to start with, we're going to talk about the sockets, specifically both AM4 and AM5. As you can tell, there is a difference between the two, as the AM4 socket is older and the AM5 socket is the current socket that we're using today. Everything from the 1000 series to the 5000 series of AMD CPUs are on the AM4 socket, which uses DDR4 memory. And everything from the 7000 series to the current 9000 series is on the AM5 socket, which uses DDR5 memory. Now, the number after the word
Ryzen
is basically the CPU's tier. Start with the
Ryzen
5 are the entry level to mid-tier CPUs. With 6 cores and 12 threads, this CPU is great if you're mostly gaming or doing some light productivity on the side. The next tier up would be the
Ryzen
7 CPUs, which are more mid to high tier. Those have 8 cores and 12 threads and are also great for gaming, as well as some heavier multitasking on the side. Now, the highest end CPUs are the
Ryzen
9s. The difference with that is there are 2 versions of the
Ryzen
9. One that has 12 cores and 24 threads, and one that has 16 cores and 32 threads. Regardless of which one you pick, those are like the productivity kings. And as you can probably guess, the higher the number, the newer the generation, as we are currently on the 9000 series of CPUs. Now, for the X3D chips, it basically just means there's extra L3 cache stacked on top of each other, which is very, very good for gaming, and that's why those CPUs are considered the best gaming CPUs on the market. I can go into how that works, but that would be a whole different video. If you want that, let me know in the comments. So hopefully this gave you a better understanding on how AMD CPUs are named. So whenever you're shopping for a CPU or looking at pre-builds, you have a better understanding on what CPU you're getting and what type of performance you're supposed to be getting.